What's good, ladies and gentlemen? RFG is here today to go over this current situation, okay, pertaining to this hate mail that I've been receiving for the past month, okay, going on 5 to 6 weeks now, okay? Of course, it has to do with the situation that went on with the NFL prediction of Colts Vikings in Super Bowl 51. Okay, I have come to the conclusion that most of the people who follow my work and who follow Zach Hubbard and everybody who does this sports rigging decoding thing, okay, all these people who are following what we do, they're fraudulent. These subscribers and these people who say that they're down for, the cause in exposing the global elites, they're liars. They're liars. They're liars, people. They're liars and frauds. Ladies and gentlemen, all these people are concerned about is money. Nothing but money. They saw that I called Super Bowl 49 in advance, 13 months in advance. They saw that I called Super Bowl 50 before the playoffs started. And they saw that I called the 2016 NBA Finals before the playoffs started. And I was the first one to call it a King James ritual. There's a certain subscriber out there that says that he said, it was a King James ritual, and that's a lie. That is a lie. Okay, that information comes from my channel, and I have the video and the date to prove it. Okay, so we're gonna get into some of these messages I've been receiving regarding the hate mail of the Colts and the Vikings not going to the Super Bowl and not going to the playoffs. I had an individual send me a message through Facebook stating that, oh, RFG, you're a fraud, yada, yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? You're an agent for Vegas. You look like Colin Kaepernick, and you're a sand nigger. You're a fraud. He called me a sand nigger, and he called me a fraud because the Colts and the Vikings didn't show up in Super Bowl 51. So I got one question for you. Was I a sand nigga when you won money off of my Super Bowl 49 prediction 13 months in advance? Was I a sand nigga when you won money off of my Super Bowl 50 prediction when I made it before the playoffs started? Was I a sand nigga when I said right before the NBA playoffs in 2016, LeBron James is going to win it all on King James's birthday? That's why I titled it a King James ritual. Was I a sand nigga then? So just because I had documented evidence and substantial proof that the NFL and the sports books across the country had no choice but to change the outcome of the NFL season. So since that happened, I'm now a sand nigga. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this loud and clear. Most of the people who are following this channel, I won't say most, I'll say damn near half, are fake and phony, and they are not truthers. They don't give a shit about overthrowing this corrupt ass government. They don't give a shit about exposing the corruption of the global elites. They don't give a shit about exposing the corruption of the NBA, MLB, and NFL. They don't give a shit. The only thing these people, these subscribers, and these haters are concerned about is the dollar that lines their pockets. That's it. That's it, people. That's what they've proven to me. That's what they've proven to me. How in the fuck do I go 3 for 1 as far as sports predictions, and all of a sudden I'm a fraud? Ladies and gentlemen, I work a 9 to 5 job, and I'm super busy answering people's questions, doing natal charts for people. You know what I'm saying? Selling this clothing, linking up with other young leaders across the nation. You see what I'm saying? I'm busy. I don't have time to put out videos every goddamn day. 7 to 11 videos a damn day. I don't mooch off one of my family members, you know what I'm saying, to get by. I'm not asking for $33,000 in donation money. When somebody gives me money, I either give them a natal chart or I give them a piece of clothing. I give them merchandise, something that's going to help them in their life. I don't just ask for money, ask for a fucking donation like a bum on the streets. But RFG's the fraud. RFG's the fraud, right? RFG's the fraud. The Review Journal talked about an amateur astrologer that said the Colts would beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl. And it's crazy. It's 2017. It's 2017, and I still have dumbass adults who don't have an IQ over a 5th grader that are stating that the Review Journal was not talking about me. So let's answer these questions real quick. Is Zachary Hubbard an astrologer? Is Zachary Hubbard an astrologer? Does Zachary Hubbard have natal chart and zodiac videos on his channel? What about Gary the polar bear? Does Gary the polar bear, did he say that Colts will play the Vikings in the Super Bowl? Did he put out a video stating that before I did? What about all these other channels that copy our information? Do they do astrology? I want to know. Like I said, I'm serious. I want to know. If I don't know something that you know, let me know. If there's another astrologer out there who said that the Colts will play the Vikings in the Super Bowl before the season started, please show me the video. Okay? So like I said, it's 2017, and most of these people who are following my channel, Zach's channel, and all these other channels, these people are zombified, dead, calcified, and their IQ is not above a 5th grade level. At the age of an adult, their IQ is not above a 5th grade level. These idiots, these sheeple, these morons think that the NFL owners have billions of dollars stacked up to the goddamn ceiling like the Joker had in the goddamn Batman movie. Just cash stacked, piled up. And they're gonna leave these sports games, they're gonna leave them up to chance. So hundreds of millions of dollars are on the line for them to lose. And these 32 NFL owners are just gonna leave the fucking money to be taken back by the people with a game that's decided by chance. These fucking idiots. And it's sad. Man. I mean, these people, and see, this is why I know that what's going on in America right now, it's not going on in South America. It's not going on in Europe. It's not going on in Africa. It's not going on in Australia. It's not going on in Asia. They are poisoning the water and the air system so bad here where people don't even know their asshole from the north. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know their directions. They don't even know latitude and longitude. They don't know nothing. Absolutely nothing. Grown ass men and grown ass women. Fucking clueless. Your political system in the United States is rigged. Your sports is rigged. Your military system is set up and rigged and corrupt. Your media is rigged and corrupt. Hollywood is rigged and corrupt. You're living in a backwards, soulless society. And you dumbasses don't give a shit about exposing what's going on in the world. You just want to say, oh, RFG, like a goddamn crackhead scratching his neck like this. RFG, who's in the Super Bowl? Who's in the Super Bowl? Who's in the NBA Finals? Because you want to make a fucking quick dollar and you don't give a shit about exposing this goddamn system that we're all slaves to. Goddamn dumbasses. Fucking idiots. Idiots, man. Excuse the language, but these people are at a record, I think, are at a record level of retardation. They are at a record level of retardation. Period. Okay? It doesn't get more dumber than what I've seen in the past 4 weeks. It doesn't get any dumber. Okay? I had one guy say, well, you know, RFG only has 13,000 subscribers. So why the fuck would they be worried about him? So I guess that individual never heard about views. Views. It's not about your subscribers. It's about your views and how many people see your content and take in the information and spread the information. I guess that never sunk into your brain, did it? Because, like I said, I'm willing to bet anything. These people are eating pork and their brain is filled with parasites. There's a bunch of parasites sucking on their brains and they don't even know it. Okay? You are what you eat. We're 75% liquid, which means when we eat something, it gets chewed up and mixed with our saliva and it goes back into the acid liquid state, and then it goes into our body, our stomachs, our intestines. Enzymes in our intestines suck that liquid back into our blood. So the food that was in the liquid state went from our intestines to our bloodstream, which means the liquid that we ate went back into our goddamn bloodstream. So all you goddamn stupid ass pork eaters, you are what you eat. And you've become a selfish, ignorant ass pig. A fucking pig. A pork eating pig. You are what you eat. Goddamn calcified. Calcified ass fools. And it's sad, man. It's really sad to live in a country where I believe that people have the lowest IQs in the world. Just the lowest form of common sense in the world. Okay? The same people calling me a fraud and saying that sports is real are the same people talking about this Jesus guy is gonna split the sky and come back and save the day with a sword in his hand. He's gonna come out the sky like the motherfucking Thundercat, you know what I'm saying, with the goddamn sword and saying, "Oh, I'm back to save the world." That's the same ass clowns pushing that shit and that still believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy are the ones who are calling me and people in the truther community frauds. You see, this is the level of ignorance that people have fallen to. So you know what? I'm gonna get into the number code that I came across, the number code that I discovered that proved the Colts were supposed to meet up with the Vikings in Super Bowl 51. I told you the etymology of the Viking, okay? Now, we're gonna get into this Indianapolis Colts numerology that lined up for Super Bowl 51 for them, okay? We're gonna look at the last two Super Bowls the Colts were in. Super Bowl 44. When the Colts lost to the Saints. The Colts were held to 17 points. Super Bowl 41. The Indianapolis Colts, when they beat the Chicago Bears, they held the Bears to 17 points. Indianapolis Colts, 17 letters. Andrew Luck, born in 1989, 8-9. 8-9 is 17. Okay, Indianapolis Colts, 17 letters. Super Bowl L1. Super Bowl L1. Luck gets his first. L-I, 12-9, which is Andrew Luck's birthday in reverse. 9-12. And these people still don't get it. They still don't get it. They still don't get it that they were going to use the Colts as a sleeper team to go into the playoffs 9-7 and get their 13th overall win in the Super Bowl. That was the plan in the 97th year of pro football. That was the plan. And let me blow some more minds. NBA, Cleveland Cavs break their curse over who? The Golden State Warriors. But what kind of Warriors did the Cavs break their curse over? The Native American Warriors. The Native American Warriors. Go look up the history of the Golden State Warriors. They used to be called the Native American Warriors. Their mascot was a Native American. So the Cavs, the red, white, and blue team, broke their curse over the Native American Warriors. What happened in MLB? The red, white, and blue Cubs broke their curse over the Cleveland Indians. So let's look at the Indianapolis Colts. Let's look at that etymology. Indianapolis Colts. Indian Apollos. What is Apollos? Apollos is Greek for a police state. So Indianapolis is the police state. It's a police state for the Indians. Indianapolis means a police state for the Indians. So that means Andrew Luck, they call him the general, and he was on the Indian police team. Indianapolis. Sam Bradford, the only Native American quarterback in the NFL, was supposed to go to the Super Bowl and fall. Sam Bradford was supposed to go to Houston and fall to the Indian police, the Indianapolis Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, a police state Indianapolis means the Indian police, and they were going to round up Sam Bradford in Houston. But let me break it down even further. The first Super Bowl in Houston was played by the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings lost the first Super Bowl ever played in Houston by 17 points because the Minnesota Vikings were supposed to go back to Houston in 2017. There was a 17 connection this long with the Indianapolis Colts because they were supposed to be in the Super Bowl in 2017. Ladies and gentlemen, Super Bowl 50 was played between the Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers. Denver Broncos play in Colorado. Carolina Panthers play in North Carolina. North Carolina is the 12th state. Colorado is the 38th state. When you add 38 and 12, you get 50. Super Bowl 50, Carolina Panthers, Denver Broncos. Now let me tell you something about this Indianapolis-Minneapolis. This Indianapolis-Minneapolis connection. The Indianapolis-Minneapolis connection. Indiana, the Colts play in Indiana, the 19th state. The Vikings play in Minnesota, the 32nd state. So when you add 19 and 32, what number do you get? 51. 51. Right there in front of your goddamn faces. Let's look at the sacrifices that occurred earlier on this year. Zerlon Tipton, Prince, Dennis Green, Joseph Wilf, Buddy Ryan. Who else? There was another person sacrificed for the Vikings. Oh, the owner's father, Joseph Wilf, Dennis Green, Buddy Ryan, Prince, and I believe there was one more sacrifice for the Vikings. It was the mayor of St. Paul, Minnesota, when the Vikings went to those Super Bowls back in the day. Okay? So those were your sacrifices for the Vikings in the Super Bowl. Ladies and gentlemen, Prince has no connection to the Patriots. The Patriots and the Falcons are going to Super Bowl 51 as the NFL's backup plan, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? There's no connection for the sacrifices this year and the Patriots and the Falcons in the Super Bowl. They did sacrifice a free safety who used to play for the Falcons, but that was only one, and that happened right after the Colts and the Vikings got eliminated. So obviously that was their plan B. Okay? That was their plan B. To have the 13th state, it all goes back to number 13, Georgia. The Falcons play in Georgia. The 13th state is going to go to the Super Bowl and play the New England Patriots. What are the Patriots known for? Founding the 13 colonies. 13 colonies, the 13 colony founders versus the 13th state. And it's the Atlanta Falcons. It's the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta, the city that got its name from Atlantis. It's going back where it all started. And what could be the last Super Bowl ever played before the New World Order is enacted. Okay? So I want people to wake up and understand what's going on in this world around them. Okay? I was the first person in history to cause the NFL owners to change their script. I had people all over the country placing wagers on Colts Vikings. I had professional athletes sending me messages on Instagram stating that they put $100,000 down, $300,000 down. And they would have won back tens of millions of dollars if it would have played out. Just single people, just single individuals winning tens of millions of dollars. I had people in Europe and Australia and Canada sending me messages saying they would have won $250,000 to $500,000 if this would have played out. Okay, it's time to start thinking with our higher self. It's time to start detaching from the nonsense. Okay? Because to be real, if I was a real selfish individual, all I had to do was keep the information to myself, not say shit to nobody, and I would have been a wealthy dude. If Colts Vikings would have played out and I wouldn't have spread the word, I would have been a real wealthy dude. I sure as hell wouldn't be living with 2 other roommates. Okay, and I hate to put my business out there like that, but these people are just retarded, man. They don't see what's right there in front of their faces. They don't. They really don't. So, that was basically the number code that lined up for the Colts and the Vikings to play each other in the Super Bowl. Also, when Sam Bradford was drafted, he was drafted right after the Colts lost the Super Bowl. Then Adrian Peterson was drafted right after the Colts won the Super Bowl. Adrian Peterson was drafted 2007, 7 overall. He was drafted number 7 overall in 2007, double sevens. The last time the Vikings went to the Super Bowl was double sevens, 1977. Okay, they were supposed to go back to Houston in their 40th anniversary, just like the Golden State Warriors won the finals in their 40th anniversary in 1975 to 2015. 2015, Golden State won it. The Warriors won it in their 40-year anniversary. The Vikings were supposed to return in 2017 in their 40-year anniversary. Okay? Bridgewater was supposed to fake the knee injury to get people to bet against the Vikings, to not bet on the Vikings. They brought in Sam Bradford, who was born in 87. 87 is 15. Only Native American quarterback in the league. Just like the Cavs broke their curse over the Golden State Warriors, who were the Native American Calefian Warriors. And the Red, White, and Blue Cubs broke their curse over the Cleveland Indians. The Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts, which are the Indian police team. The Indianapolis, a police state for the Indians. They call Andrew Luck the general because he's on the Indian police team ready to round up the Indians, just like that Dakota pipeline situation this year. It was all a ritual that was supposed to line up. Sam Bradford was supposed to get rounded up by the Indian police team and Andrew Luck in the Super Bowl. Sam Bradford wore number 8 because he symbolized Super Bowl 8, where the Vikings played the first Super Bowl in Houston and lost by 17 points because they were supposed to go back to the Super Bowl in Houston in 2017. So, like I said, I was about to cause a lot of problems for those 32 NFL owners. And they didn't have a choice but to do what was never done in history and change the outcome of their NFL season. Because I'm sorry, if you do your research, the Falcons don't have no damn connection to Houston, and no number code connects them to Houston, ladies and gentlemen. So that tells you right off the bat that these motherfuckers changed the script. The New England Patriots were supposed to lose. Okay, New England Patriots were supposed to lose to the Colts in the playoffs. That's why the Colts acquired Adam Vinatieri. Adam Vinatieri, who was born in Dakota, South or North Dakota, where that pipeline shit went on. Adam Vinatieri and V.I., what's the two first letters of his last name? V.I. Adam Vinatieri was supposed to beat the Vikings. V.I. the Vikings in Houston in the Super Bowl. Adam Vinatieri won a Super Bowl for Tom Brady, the last Super Bowl in Houston 13 years ago. Adam Vinatieri. So he gets back on the Colts, and he was supposed to Adam Vinatieri was supposed to end Tom Brady's career. That was supposed to be the irony. That was the original plan, ladies and gentlemen. Super Bowl 5-1, Adam Vinatieri, V1, 5-1, playing the VI, the Vikings. That was the original plan. The Indian police team, Indianapolis Colts, Indianapolis, a police state for the Indians, were supposed to round up Sam Bradford, the only Native American QB in Houston, in the Super Bowl. Okay, Super Bowl L1 was supposed to mean Luck gets his first. It's really LI, which is 12-9, which is Andrew Luck's birthday in reverse. That's what was supposed to go down. There was actually a horseshoe. There was a horseshoe in the original Super Bowl 51 logo. Go look that up for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, if you think it's bullshit. Like I said, I don't pull this information out of my ass. NRG Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, go look up the NRG Stadium logo. The colors of that star for the NRG Stadium logo, you had yellow, you had a yellow part of the star, you had a pink purple part of the star, then you had a dark purple part of the star, then you had a blue part, then you had a green part. The blue part was for the Colts, the green part was for the Irish Luck, then of course the purple and the gold was for the Vikings. Go look it up, NRG Stadium. The colors in the logo. Like I said, all you have to do is line up the sacrifices and it all linked up for Colts Vikings. And I don't care what anybody tells me, because like I said, the Review Journal and the NFL shot themselves in the foot with their own damn article. Plain and simple. I caused ESPN to lose $75 million. I caused ESPN to lose $75 million because the Texans-Raiders game was supposed to be the Colts-Raiders game. It was supposed to be Luck versus Carr. They pulled the Colts back intentionally, had Derek Carr fake his injury so they would automatically lose to the Texans. Okay? So that is really all I have to say on the topic. That's really all I have to say on the subject. This is my last public video of me actually breaking down number codes and etymology and symbolism behind sporting events. This is the last time I'm actually going to do this in a public video regarding sports. So like I said, to all my true subscribers who are really down with the movement and who really care about exposing the global elite, exposing this corrupt, wicked system we are all trapped in this nation, to expose this corrupt ass sports system that we are all witness to. Okay, I got nothing but love for y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all. Nothing but love. Okay, I wouldn't be able to do it without the true supporters. But everybody else who's just scratching their neck like a crackhead to get them sports picks, just to get their money, and soon as the fucking script changes, they want to have the audacity to call me a fraud. Like I said, fuck them. They gonna perish. I hate to put it that way, but I'm not gonna baby adults, and I can't grow a brain for anybody. They have to grow a brain on their own. Plain and simple. Okay? So like I said, to everybody who is a true truther, regardless of race, regardless of creed, regardless of culture, everybody who is for the people and for overthrowing the global elites and all about truth to power, I got nothing but respect and nothing but love for you. Everybody else who's about that fake phony madness and is just trying to get sports picks to come up and for a quick dollar so they could be more slaves to the government, because they ain't gonna buy no land and no resources to detach themselves from the beast system. They still want to be part of the beast system. I ain't gonna give no goddamn sports picks to somebody who just gonna use the money to make the motherfucking elites more powerful. That's fucking counterproductive. I mean, am I wrong? Come on, people. Come on, people. It's time to wake up. It's 2017. It's 2017, man. It's 2017. And we're definitely gonna have to get it together. Okay? So this video, I felt like I had to put out to get my point across to whoever wanted to hear it. And like I said, this is definitely gonna be the last public video I put out decoding rigged sports and the symbology and the number code and the spiritual esoteric symbolism behind the sporting event. Last video I make publicly about this topic. I appreciate everybody who supports RFG movement and who supports Atlantean movement. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's